Index file allocation. So index file allocation use the pointers. We call it as an index. So creates a table of pointers at the time of file creation. As soon as the file create, it will create a table of pointers, that means index where it is saved. So about the location, and it keep the pointer. So now you can see there in this entry, it contains the list of pointers. So indexes. So it is pointing to the index where it's saved. Then this table is modified as new blocks are allocated for the file or removed from the file. So when the new file block is allocated or remove it, this table is modified. So the table, this is the index pointing table, as well as there is a directory table. So directory table, there is a name of the table, there will be name of the file and the index. So index here is pointing to the 17. Then the index table also saved in a block. Therefore, it is requires more space to store the table. Since there is a separate index table and maintaining that, therefore, it needs more space for this table as well with the blocks. So file also separated there and the directory file also available. Therefore, it needs more space. I just go to the next slide and explain also. The index file allocation stores the file in the block of the memory. Each block of memory has an address. That address of the every block is maintained in a separate index block. So there is a separate index block. It will maintain the address of the file block. This index blocks point the file allocation system to the memory block which actually contain the file. So it will keep the pointer to the file to access. Okay. Then features in the sense file ends at null pointer. No external fragmentation, no compaction. There can no compaction, no external fragmentation. It will update the directory and the indexes. Then advantages of index file allocation. No external fragmentation. There cannot be external fragmentation. That the index allocation method solve the problem of external fragmentation. Index allocation provide direct access. Since the index file allocation table is there, it with the help of directory, it can directly point out the index. Then disadvantages. We can lose the entire file of the index block is not correct. If the blocks is, we can lose the entire file if the index block is not correct. So if we are not going to maintain the correct index block, then entire file can be lost. We cannot take the file because the index is missing, then can't find the correct file block. Therefore, we can lose the entire file if the index block is not correct. It is totally waste to create an index for small file. So if we make a index file allocation for the small file, then there will be total wastage. In index allocation, pointer overhead is more. So pointing is there. Therefore, it will take time while pointing to the location and seeking the file. So compared to the contiguous file allocation, index file allocation need the more space to manage the index files. So comparing to the contiguous file allocation, index file need more space, but comparing to the all three types of file, link file allocation, index file allocation, contiguous file allocation, compared to all three, the link file allocation needs more space because index and the pointer, there is an index as well as pointer also available. So index and pointers maintained in a separate file in the link allocation. Therefore, we call link allocation method need more space. Okay. So we'll start copying this.